I'm Caleb, and today I'm visiting Malahide Castle. Now, this is the first castle I've seen in my life, and I gotta tell you, it did not disappoint. It is gorgeous, it is historic, I loved every second of it. I couldn't take a ton of video because they don't allow filming within the walls, but I took tons of photos. I hope you enjoy. Malahide Castle dates back to 1185, when Richard Talbot, a knight who accompanied Henry II to Ireland, was granted the land. The Talbot family owned it for 791 years, except for a brief period in 1649 when Oliver Cromwell gave it to Miles Corbett, who he was hung, so he didn't really get to enjoy it very long. Eventually, it was returned to the Talbots in 1660. The castle was expanded under Edward IV, with the towers added in 1765. Despite major events like the Battle of the Boyne, where 14 family members died in a day, the estate endured. During World War I, it hosted a mooring base for airships. In the 1920s, James Boswell's private papers were discovered there and later sold to Yale University. Now, I'd just like to take a break from the history lesson and have you look at this door for a second. Now, I don't have a picture with it that shows how small it is from the rest of the room, but it was about up to my waist. And now I can hear you asking, Caleb, what is that room for? What is that door for? That door is for the house jester. So, during fancy dinner parties and stuff, they would have him come out and do his thing and everybody would laugh and stuff. Now, the funny story that the guy at the museum told us is that the last jester to have worked for the Talbots actually fell in love with the youngest daughter, and it was unrequited, so he was very sad, all that jazz. We've all been there, buddy. So now the story goes that since he died with his love unrequited, his ghost haunts the halls looking for his lost love. I kind of thought he should take the hint, after he died, but what do I know? Beyond the estate itself, the tour also gives you access to the butterfly room and the fairy garden, which frankly was what made the trip worth it for me. The castle was cool, but it was only about 4 rooms total and was honestly a little underwhelming, if only because the castle was so big and we only got to see a little bit of it. The fairy garden and the butterfly room were both fantastic though, and were the highlight of the day for me. If nothing else, this thing has made me realize I really, really, really want to marry into royalty. So if there are any princesses watching, hey, what's up? You want to grab dinner sometime?